Before I got inside in first demo footage, I was following some posts on X, and to be honest, those made some expectations for the game. So at first moments I played it, was great to see good graphical optimization. So anyone with at least low-end GPU like Nvidia 1050, as I have, can play this game on max settings. First impressions from game mechanics side was a bit disappointing. There was, I would say, intrusive, obvious, invisible wall which limited my movement. I could not go in water or anywhere developer did not want me to go. I think they could do it in a less obvious way, like make movement gradually slower and blur vision out if player goes out of desired path. This way felt cheap solution. And then the bombshell. There is no jump mechanic. Can you imagine? This is a first Doom or something. I was pretty shocked that I could not jump. Really, it felt like I'm missing something, and it definitely was a thing I expect from a game like this one. But later on, as I adapted to game, I just got used to it and was no problems for me. But I think there could be potential spots somewhere a player can stack, and the solution would be if player just could jump out. Introduced inventory system was creative approach. Every item has its size and depending on that inventory fills up. Later where workbench where crafting system is introduced, and first thing to craft was pickaxe. That is a weapon to fight with, but not yet because it broke for me when I was clearing the way to move forward. I even don't know if that was meant to be or I just messed up, because later on was encounter with first enemies and I felt like this is some kind of hide and seek or outrun enemy game like Outlast, because I had no way to fight back. At this point I just thought, man, really? This is what this game will be? Doom-like mechanics with no jump, Outlast vibe to run away from enemies. I started to lose my excitement of it, but I just had to be patient, cause a bit further on it got better. So I got another weapon, and there was my first combat experience. As you can see, enemies can avoid pickaxe swings, they can throw stuff, and also they can run fast too at some points. As I previously mentioned about broken pickaxe, weapons degrade over time, so had to think about that. Also, protagonist have health, bleed and hunger bar, which you had to balance out using various consumables. And then the insanity indicator for protagonist. That was pretty nuts. So I came to this spot and I could not figure out how can I progress forward. But at last I figured out that I had to take the pills which increased insanity. And man, those mechanics is something I was expecting from this game. Really chilling feeling, and I got feeling I'm as protagonist. I'm going nuts. First is a short blackout in vision. It kind of made me feel nervous with what's happening, but the next part is like a cherry on the cake. Environment changes. Suddenly, there are disturbing things which were not before. I look at doorway and there is no doors anymore. I look away and look again on that spot and everything is normal. So basically, going mad was the only option here, because in this way protagonist accesses hidden path to move forward to next room. I mean, this is a creative way and it really surprised me. At start I refused to take those meds, but turns out That is the only way.
Whatever happens, keep moving. Don't let this rot consume you.
At last room are showcased spider-like creatures, which seem to be sleeping at first, but when approached wake up. This creature design was something spicier than those zombies before. Kind of got tired of them. Overall, I would say demo at start was disappointing a bit, but that is maybe because I had some kind of expectations already. But the second part of demo was really good and it managed to get me hooked. I mean, at start I almost gave up, but the ending really grabbed me. So I think it would be worth to look into the full version when it releases.